I hear you guys. I see you. I know you're mad. I'm mad too. I've been talking to people in Global, Japan, the Here Gang Discord server about how Com2Us changed. You have to only feed dupes to get your 3 LD scrolls now. And in talking with all you guys, I know that there are people that are like, I think I'm going to quit playing my LD only account because I can't get those scrolls anymore. Well, I'm here to tell you that there's hope. We can still play, we can still be a good community, a good LD only community. And this video is to help you kind of get through this change. So first I'll cover the standard ways we can get LD scrolls and pieces, and there's quite a few free to play ways to do that. And then I'm going to make a suggestion where I haven't seen anyone else suggest this. There's a way to maximize our chances of getting a dupe Nat5 so we can still get to those 3 sweet LD scrolls. We have a lot to do today. Let's get started. Okay, so we're back on the LD only account, and as always we're farming something. Now destroy rune, you really want to see like crit rate, crit damage, but could we get a couple rolls into speed? That'd be nice. So anyway, we're farming to get mana and occasionally a good rune. But today we're here to first cover all the standard ways that you can get LD pieces in the game. There's actually quite a few ways, and I've kind of divided it up into 3 categories. So there's the guaranteed ways you can get them every month. There's the guaranteed but pricey, and then there's the random. And so we're going to go through random first. Random starts off with World Boss. You can get L&D pieces and even a full L&D scroll from World Boss. So make sure you're doing all 3 hits every day. It only costs 30 energy. It's not that much. And you get a bunch of stuff. Now, a lot of it's kind of worthless, but you at least have a chance at LD pieces. So make sure you're always doing that. And then when Labyrinth, when you go into rewards, I don't think I got, I did not get L&D pieces this time, but so make sure you're doing Labyrinth, making sure you're doing enough to get 300 points so that you get your heritage chests and you have a chance at LD pieces. And then next up after that is Siege. We're actually in the middle of Siege right now, and it looks like we're going to win this one. But most important is in Siege, make sure you contribute a little bit, especially if you're in Here Gang. And then you get to pick a box, and L&D pieces can show up there too. And then guild content is really valuable for chances at L&D pieces. So Monster Subjugation, once again, the trophy box. You can get L&D pieces. I don't know. I've never seen a full scroll from Monster Subjugation, a full L&D scroll, but maybe they do drop those. I don't know. Okay, so those are all the guild content ways. And then you can go back into your island and the regular magic shop. I did a video recently on how valuable is the magic shop for doing refreshes. Is it worth your time? Is it worth your crystals to refresh? And the answer was essentially yes. But you can watch that video. There will be a link down in the description. And then you have the guild magic shop, which you can refresh, but I'm not going to refresh because we got a hero attack percent gem. I'm going to make sure everybody has a chance to get that. But you can refresh those, and LD pieces can show up there. And then one other area that a lot of people don't think about. So if you go into Riva, you go into the server battle, and you can see these are the battle rewards. and the boost box can have either a full L&D scroll or at least pieces in it. And then also, as you continue to do the inner server arena, you keep going up. You can see I haven't done very much on this account at all, but here you go. Here's another LD scroll. So those are all the fairly easy ways that you can get things through RNG. It can be, especially the magic shop, you could be refreshing forever and never get LD pieces. It's so annoying. But so all these RNG places, I would say over the course of a month, you can probably get anywhere from 30 to 100 LD pieces, and so that's another almost a full scroll, or if you get super lucky, you might be able to get 2 or more full scrolls from those. So those are the RNG ones. Now we're going to talk about the guaranteed places where you can. There's no RNG involved. You definitely get them if you do the work. So level 90 on TOA normal and hard gets you a full LD scroll, and then on hard, level 100 gives you an all attribute legendary scroll, which is another chance at L&D monsters. So there's 3 scrolls right there, and you go into the shop for World Arena. Right here, you can get up to 50 pieces per month, so that's another full LD scroll. So you can go into guild shop here, and right here is another 10 pieces per week, so that's a chance at another 40 pieces per month. And these guild light and dark pieces only cost 350 guild points per 5 pieces. So every week you're spending 700 guild points, which used to be a lot. But now with how many guild points you get from Monster Subjugation and Siege and World Boss, not World Boss, World Guild Battle and Labyrinth, you get tons of guild points. So this is really not a stretch to get those. So a summoner's duty, it asks you to summon at least 3 monsters per day. And if you do that, you get a light and dark piece. And over the course of a month, that's another 30 pieces. The monthly event. So on day 24, you get a full LD scroll. Those are the guaranteed ways that you can get ones every month. And those guaranteed ways, and these are guaranteed ways that are pretty easy to do. So you're looking at 6 full scrolls plus 70 LD pieces, or 7 full scrolls plus an extra 20 pieces every month guaranteed. So there are 2 other ways you can get guaranteed LD pieces, but it's really questionable if they're worth the investment. So the first one is back in the arena. You go to the shop, and in the arena shop right there, you can get 10 more pieces. Piece of cake, right? Well, it's 250 glory points to get 5 pieces. So it's 500 glory points a week to get 10 light and dark pieces a week. I almost never do this because it's such a bad investment. Now, if you're a constant Arena Wings person, then maybe you think about it. But you at least need to get your Devilmon first, and then you need to go in and look at your towers and see, if I were to spend 500 pieces, I would miss out on a full tower upgrade at this point and still have almost enough for the next one. So I don't think this is a good investment. You should pass on that. And then the other way that you can get LD pieces is to go into the craft building, go in the other tab, and right here, if you feed 3 Nat5s, you can get 10 LD pieces. So that's good for 30 a week. And so if you look at that over the course of the month, that's 120 pieces in a 4-week month. In a 5-week month, that would be 150 pieces, so 3 full scrolls. But the question is it worthwhile to feed Nat5s to get LD pieces? And I think in a standard regular account, probably not. In an LD only account, it could be worth it, and I usually do it. Now, I don't do it every week because if I'm busy and I don't have time to just do regular summons to get Nat4s I can sacrifice, or do the create fusion monsters, which is sometimes easier than getting a Nat4 drop. Is it worthwhile to do that? And I have been fusing 4 stars on this account in order to reduce the number of nice Nat4s that I need to get those LD pieces. But I certainly don't get to it every week. But it's real questionable, and I could see where you go, no, that's just not worth my time and investment to either fuse 4 stars or just to sacrifice 4 stars that you could be saving for as skill ups. So those are all the ways that you can get. These are all the standard ways that we've all known about to get LD pieces. And with this change that Com2Us made, where you need to have a dupe in order to feed it for ancient crystals, which then allow you to buy the LD scrolls, the chances of getting a dupe Nat5 when you're a newer account are pretty low. But then I was looking through my summoning portal as I was looking at things, and I got down to the engraved scrolls and the engraved summoning pieces, and I realized you've got 3 Nat5s that you can pick from, and there are 2 lists to pick from. So once you start getting a couple of Nat5s, I think the absolute best way to really improve your chances of getting a dupe Nat5 is to save up your engraved scrolls and your engraved summoning pieces, and then when one of the Nat5s that you have is in that rotation, then you do that rotation and you pray that you get that 1 Nat5 out of 3 that is a dupe, and then you can feed it. And so that's what we're going to test today. So we're going to select this list because I have a water art master. I only have 2 Nat5s now. One is a water Ezio and one is a water art master. So we're going to select this list, and then you can see these are the monsters that are available. And for my LD only account, I currently don't need any Nat4 skill ups because I don't have any of these monsters. These Nat4s could be saved. If I get frustrated, I can feed these Nat4s for LD pieces in the crafting building. My advice is changing now that the situation has changed in the game, is that I'm not saving my engraved pieces for the Nat4 skill ups. I'm now saving my engraved scrolls and pieces until there is a Nat5 in the rotation that could be a dupe that would allow me to get LD scrolls. So that's what we're hoping for. This Sylphid right here, both the light and dark Sylphid are very, very good. So if I get some of these, I'll save them. This is a fusion monster, so we don't need to save any of those. Death Knights, the light and dark. The light Death Knight's not very good. The dark one's decent, so I probably would save some of those. The dark Phantom Thief is pretty awesome. The light Phantom Thief is probably the worst LD4 in the game. So, but I don't have any of these. And then the dark Robo is amazing. The light Robo is kind of okay. But those are hard to get. So these are all good monsters except for the Ninja. So without further ado, we've got, I counted earlier, we have 117 chances here in our engraved scrolls and pieces. And we've got 5 Mystics, a Fire. We don't have any LDs right now. But we also have 100 of these 9-year special scrolls. So we're going to have close to 230 summons, and we'll see if we can get any dupe Nat5s or maybe some Nat4s that we can feed. Okay, so here we go. A little over 200 summons. Can we get a dupe Nat5? Start off with the Mysticals first, just to warm up. Ooh, Lightning first. Malaka. Good skill up for either the light or dark bomber. Wish I had either one of those. Okay, one lightning from Mystics, one fire scroll. One of the reasons I didn't want to wait any longer is that for every Nat3 you get 5 points, and for every 9-year special scroll you use, you get 10 points. And you only need 1,000 points to be able to open all of these chests, which also contain LD pieces. So we're going to do this at the end to see. And then also, when I'm using those 100 9-year scrolls, I need to keep in mind that I've already summoned some of my choices. And so if I get any of these as choices, then I can take that from the scroll, and then I can come in here and take that one, and I'll have a dupe. So this is a great time to be doing this. Okay, so we're now into the 9-year special scrolls. And what we're looking for here is lightning. Here comes lightning. It's a 4-star. We're waiting for these to unlock. We still have to get another 409 coins before that unlocks. So that'll be the next video, is being able to use those. But we have one last thing here. We have the 9-year special chests, which we now have plenty of points to get, and so the rates on these are incredibly low, but we want the LD summoning pieces, and any scroll we get would be good. But let's see if we can get something that might allow us to get either LD pieces or go. Wait a minute. So I thought each chest was going to contain multiple items. It's just one little item per chest. Okay. That's not as exciting. I thought these were going to be like those magic boxes that you could purchase in the event. Okay, now this is not nearly as exciting as I thought it would be. So we basically got 3 more 9-year scrolls and a wind. So we got 4 summons. Ooh. Okay. Maybe I'm just grumpy right now. But, okay, 1 wind scroll. That was nothing. We got 3 more lightning at least. Alright folks, well that was depressing. Didn't work for me, but I still think the idea of saving your engraved scrolls until one of the Nat5s you own comes into that rotation, and then trying to get a dupe Nat5 from there, that's going to be the best way we can get back to those 3 LD scrolls. It just didn't work out tonight. You know, if it works out for you, please leave a comment on YouTube. We'd love to hear that it actually worked for you. Appreciate you watching. Thanks for your time. See ya.